these competitions help to create and empower a new wave of talents and leaders in digital technology, and they help to grow a new generation of future programmers.
The competitive programming community is special to me just because I grew up with it. I started doing this when I was 12, and it basically kick-started my whole career.
I think it's important for Jane Street to be supporters of ICPC community because this community is very important for development of many young people who just started their journey with software engineering.
What makes ICPC special to me is that people from many different countries just come together to one place to compete against each other and create a community.
Many Jane Streeters have been involved in the same competitions you're here to take part in. I met some of my closest friends through these competitions, and to this day I still enjoy solving problems with them.
I have been competing in ICPC for 10 years. It was what introduced me to the world of programming, to the world of problem solving.
My experience at ICPC prepared me for my role at Jane Street, mostly in terms of being able to formulate my ideas clearly and implement them quickly.
I use a lot of programming skills I learned during my years in ICPC competitions.
I think Jane Street is kind of similar to ICPC in a sense that we solve a lot of complex and interesting problems in a very quick matter. And I think this experience led to me being successful in my career and having a lot of expertise in what I do.
This is how I've met a lot of friends in high school and in university. We participated in competitions, we share a passion for competitive programming, and now we work together at Jane Street.
You're surrounded by people who care about the same things as you. If I could give advice to someone competing today, I would say make as many connections as you can.
The most important part is to find your friends, gain knowledge, and have fun.
The University of Porto sits in the top 1% of the world's universities, internationally recognized by the quality and depth of its teaching and research. As a comprehensive university, we offer courses in all study areas and all levels of higher education, from undergraduate to postgraduate programs. Reasons more than enough to be the preferred university in Portugal by national and international students. A community of more than 30,000 that choose the University of Porto to develop their career path or a research project. We stand out as the largest producer of science in Portugal, authoring 25% of all the scientific papers published every year. In our research units, you may find some of the most productive and renowned European R&D centers. Consequently, the University of Porto is a driver for innovation, helping students and researchers turn ideas into new products, services, and companies. Hundreds of startups and thousands of new jobs were created in our premises, affirming Porto as one of the most innovative regions of Europe. Moreover, all this is done in one of the most beautiful regions and cities of the world, voted as Best European Destination. The city of Porto is itself an attraction, booming with life and culture, and we at the University of Porto would welcome you with open arms.
Este ano a FEP conquistou um novo marco. Subiu 14 posições no prestigiado ranking European Business Schools 2024 do Financial Times. Estamos agora no 39º lugar no ranking das melhores escolas de gestão de Europa, o que representa a quarta maior subida na edição deste ano. A ascensão no ranking é atribuída aos excelentes resultados do Master in Management, que se destaca como o melhor curso em Portugal em termos de retorno do investimento académico, progressão de carreira e igualdade de género. Este resultado reflete o compromisso com a excelência no ensino, na investigação e no impacto global. Juntos, professores, estudantes, colaboradores e alumni, fazemos história e mostramos ao mundo a força da nossa comunidade. A nossa ambição eleva-nos, o nosso talento distingue-nos.
我们价值体系是要为人类服务。
From an independent startup to one of the world's top information and telecom technology providers, Huawei connects and serves more than 3 billion people across 170 countries and regions. Working with top minds, we're building a fully connected and intelligent world. Our tech transforms lives for the better. For industry, energy, transportation, cities, and the environment. Huawei transforms. In healthcare, education, finance, and in everyday life, Huawei transforms. We invest in fresh ideas and constant innovation. We believe in open collaboration and partnership. We care about our employees. We care about the communities we work with and live in. We care about the health of our planet and are dedicated to actively protecting it.
these competitions help to create and empower a new wave of talents and leaders in digital technology, and they help to grow a new generation of future programmers.
The competitive programming community is special to me just because I grew up with it. I started doing this when I was 12, and it basically kickstarted my whole career.
I think it's important for Jane Street to be supporters of ICPC community because this community is very important for development of many young people who just started their journey with software engineering.
What makes ICPC special to me is that people from many different countries just come together to one place to compete against each other and create a community.
Many Jane Streeters have been involved in the same competitions you're here to take part in. I met some of my closest friends through these competitions, and to this day I still enjoy solving problems with them.
I have been competing in ICPC for 10 years. It was what introduced me to the world of programming, to the world of problem solving.
My experience at ICPC prepared me for my role at Jane Street, mostly in terms of being able to formulate my ideas clearly and implement them quickly.
I use a lot of programming skills I learned during my years in ICPC competitions.
I think Jane Street is kind of similar to ICPC in a sense that we solve a lot of complex and interesting problems in a very quick matter. And I think this experience led to me being successful in my career and having a lot of expertise in what I do.
This is how I've met a lot of friends in high school and in university. We participated in competitions, we share a passion for competitive programming, and now we work together at Jane Street.
You're surrounded by people who care about the same things as you. If I could give advice to someone competing today, I would say make as many connections as you can.
The most important part is to find your friends, gain knowledge, and have fun.
The University of Porto sits in the top 1% of the world's universities, internationally recognized by the quality and depth of its teaching and research. As a comprehensive university, we offer courses in all study areas and all levels of higher education, from undergraduate to postgraduate programs. Reasons more than enough to be the preferred university in Portugal by national and international students. A community of more than 30,000 that choose the University of Porto to develop their career path or a research project. We stand out as the largest producer of science in Portugal, authoring 25% of all the scientific papers published every year. In our research units, you may find some of the most productive and renowned European R&D centers. Consequently, the University of Porto is a driver for innovation, helping students and researchers turn ideas into new products, services, and companies. Hundreds of startups and thousands of new jobs were created in our premises, affirming Porto as one of the most innovative regions of Europe. Moreover, all this is done in one of the most beautiful regions and cities of the world, voted as Best European Destination. The city of Porto is itself an attraction, booming with life and culture, and we at the University of Porto would welcome you with open arms.
So hello everyone, can you hear me correctly? Yeah? So I'm feeling the energy. So welcome all to the opening ceremony of the European Championships of the ICPC. So it's a pleasure for us having you at Porto, the beautiful city of Porto. So I will be your host for tonight. Hopefully you will not fall asleep during my presentation. My name is Pedro Ribeiro. I was a contestant like you I never had the chance of participating on the European finals because there were no European finals, as you can guess by my gray hair, right? So it's really good for you to have this step. I really hope you enjoy these 2 days at Porto, 3 days. And with this, I will begin, and hopefully in 2 days, we'll know the champions, and we have the cup in here with all the balloons, okay? So it is really my pleasure on having you here. It's really nice to see the ICPC family. And for starting, I would like to call, we have the great pleasure of having here Professor Antonio Sousa Pereira, the rector of the University of Porto, which was also the rector at the World Finals in 2019, okay? So please welcome our rector.
City of Porto, and as you can realize in the next few days, you will see it's the best city in Portugal, and also has the best football team in Portugal. As Professor Fernando Silva, that is one of the organizers of this meeting can tell you for sure. Distinguished Vice Director of the Faculty of Economics of the University of Porto, Professor Paulo Vasconcelos, Distinguished Director of the Faculty of Sciences, Professor Ana Cristina Freire, that is not here for health reasons, but my compliments for her and my wishes that she can go well very soon. Distinguished Director of the European Championship of Programming, Professor Fernando Silva. Esteemed members of the jury, dear participants, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great privilege for the University of Porto to once again host the largest, oldest and most prestigious programming competition in the world. Having welcomed the ICPC World Finals in 2019, we are truly honored to once again host an ICPC event welcoming a new generation of talented competitors. Welcome to our city and to our Faculty of Economics and to Vice President of the municipality, Engineer Filipe Araújo. But as I said, welcome to our city and to our Faculty of Economics, where we trust you will find all the necessary conditions to exceed in the challenges set by this competition. I would like to commence by expressing my sincere gratitude to the Faculty of Economics, represented here by its Vice Director, for hosting this event, as well as to the Faculty of Sciences for its indispensable role in the organization of the competition. I extend my deepest appreciation to the ICPC leadership for once again placing their trust in us, and of course to the sponsors whose support is fundamental in making this European Programming Championship a reality. The University of Porto takes great pride in being the only Portuguese institution represented at this stage of the competition, which will determine the teams that progress to the ICPC World Finals in Baku. Allow me, therefore, to offer my heartfelt congratulations to Félix Martins, Marco Vilas-Boas, and Patrick Daniel, alongside Professors André Restivo and Pedro Ribeiro. I wish them the greatest success in the competition. We are all keenly aware of the pivotal role algorithmic programming plays in shaping modern society, from the smartphones we carry in our pockets to the vast frontiers of space exploration. Educating specialists in this field is one of the foremost responsibilities of a 21st century university, not only to address present needs, but also to drive Europe's strategic development, which must be underpinned by technological expertise and scientific innovation. This competition, by its very essence, provides solutions to real-world challenges whilst fostering creativity, innovation, teamwork, and ability to perform under pressure, qualities that are indispensable not only for entering the job market, but also for excelling in an increasingly competitive global industry. Success here demands intelligence and precision, but also speed, often turning the challenge into a race against time. In this regard, competitive programming closely parallels the world of high-performance sport, and this championship exemplifies that ethos. To all 53 teams competing in this championship, I extend my sincerest best wishes. May this competition push you to new heights, challenge your limits, and inspire you to achieve excellence. And, as in every great contest, may the most deserving emerge victorious. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So I will now call to the stage Professor Paulo Vasconcelos, which is the Vice Dean of the Faculty of Economics, which is hosting us in this beautiful building and this beautiful auditorium.
Welcome to FEP. Distinguished guests, Director of the University of Porto, Professor António Sousa Pereira, Vice-Mayor of Porto, Dr. Filipe Araújo, the Dean of the Faculty of Sciences at the University of Porto, Professor Ana Cristina Feir, the 2025 ICPC European Programming Championship Director, Professor Fernando Silva, ICPC judges, local team, namely Professor José Paulo Leal and Pedro Ribeiro, and the EUC Steering Committee, namely Professor Boba Manova. Esteemed participants, good evening. It is with great pleasure and honor that the School of Economics and Management of the University of Porto, FEP, welcomes you to the 2025 ICPC Europe Championship. This prestigious event brings together some of the brightest minds in computer science from across Europe, and we are thrilled to have you here in our unique and world heritage city of Porto. This competition will determine the teams that will represent Europe in the 2025 ICPC World Finals, the largest and oldest university programming contest in the world. All participants, comprising more than 50 teams from more than 25 different countries, are already winners by reaching this stage. The significance of this event is reflected by its hosts, the University of Porto, the Porto Municipality, the School of Economics and Management, and the Faculty of Sciences and its Computer Science Department. FEP, let me do some publicity, is one of the 14 faculties of the University of Porto, which is the top-ranked Portuguese university in the main international rankings. FEP, now over than 70 years old, is housed in a classified building, as you can appreciate. With more than 3,200 students, approximately 20% of whom are international, FEP offers 2 bachelor programs, 16 master programs, and 2 PhD programs. About 50% of our courses are taught in English, and FEP has several double degree agreements and 150 international exchange programs. FEP also manages a master in data analytics, and it is the only Portuguese academic partner of the prestigious QTEM, which promotes skills in analytical and quantitative techniques to support decision-making in an international context. It is, therefore, a wonderful place for you to enhance your skills. You are welcome if you want. I would like also to acknowledge the invaluable support of the extraordinary sponsors of the event. We are incredibly fortunate to have the backing of industry leaders who share our passion for advancing the field of computer science and computational sciences. Let me express Huawei, JetBrains, Jane Street, Jump Trading, Vincent, and Pinally. Their sponsorship not only makes this event possible, but also inspires the next generation of innovators and problem solvers. To all the participants, we are excited to witness your skills, creativity, and determination as you tackle the changes ahead. The ICPC is not just a competition. It is an opportunity to learn, grow, and connect with the like-minded individuals who share your enthusiasm for computer science. We hope that you will make the most of this experience and forge lasting memories and friendships. Once again, welcome to FEP. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Paulo. So I will now would like to welcome to the stage Engineer Filipe Araújo in representation of the municipality that is hosting us.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to have a full room, full auditorium here. Please, I would like to greet the rector of the University of Porto. In your name, please feel everyone welcome and greeted to this ceremony. To all the organizers, all the participants, all the sponsors, even the vice president here of the faculty, the organizers, Fernando Pereira, is always behind the scene organizing this. But it's with a great honor that I welcome you all to the city of Porto, to our beautiful city, and to the ICPC Europe Championship 2025. We had the pleasure to have the World Championship in 2019 together with the director, and it was a big event, and I'm very glad that you managed to bring again here the European Championship. Hosting this prestigious competition is both a privilege, of course, and also a testament of our city's commitment to fostering innovation, knowledge through university and many other academic institutions that we have in our city, but also an excellence in technology. That's how we like to see the city. And over the next few days, I'm sure the brightest minds that we have in Europe will challenge themselves in problem solving, also in teamwork and algorithmic thinking. Having participants from 27 countries is very significant for us, as it brings together also the diversity that we have in Europe and the excellence of Europe's academic and technological scene into Porto. Here we are among students, we are also among educators and industry leaders who will surely shape the future of technology, and we are pretty sure that today technology is definitely very important for our future. We had during today in the city, we had the President Macron from France here, and together with speaking about all the problems that we have in Europe, if we are talking about, of course, economic development, if we are talking about European values, but also in his speech and our speech from Portugal Prime Minister was technology. And that's very important. So you are a part of the construction of the future of Europe. And of course, in my opinion, the ICPC cannot be seen as a mere competition. It is also a celebration of the talents and innovation. And you, the students, you represent, as I was saying, the future of technology, and we are very proud to witness how well you use your skills and how you dedicate yourselves to this commitment. Porto values knowledge and values progress. And from our world-class universities, and it's important to say that University of Porto stands out the most, and both locally, but also at various levels on national, European, and even global scale, to our growing tech ecosystem that is very vibrant. We strive to be at the forefront of the digital transformation. Like I was saying, in 2019, Porto has already hosted the ICPC World Finals, and today we welcome this championship, reaffirming our city's dedication to excellency. As we embark on this journey, I encourage all participants to embrace the challenge, to push their limits, that's how we see the competitions, and take a moment also, and you will have for sure these moments, to experience our beautiful and cultural striving also city. And to the organizers, to the volunteers, and everyone who has worked tirelessly to make this event a success, we extend our heartfelt gratitude. I wish all the teams the best of luck in this competition. May the best win, of course, but I think everyone is a winner when we participate in this kind of competitions. But may your creativity, your resilience, and teamwork lead you to the success. Welcome to Porto. Let the ICPC Europe Championship 2025 begin. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So we discussed football before, and when I'm trying to explain to someone from outside the ICPC community what ICPC stands for, not only do I tell them that it's like it was said, the oldest, the largest, the most prestigious competition, but it's almost like the Premier League of problem solvers. Even more than just simply competitive programming, you are problem solvers at heart, right? And so I want to feel a bit of the energy. You seem very sleepy now, so are you ready for Sunday? Yes or no? Can I hear a yes from the teams? So weak. A bigger yes. Do you want this? So like we have the World Cup, you have the World Cup, and the finals this year will be on the beautiful city of Baku in September 2025. Some teams in here, yeah, see it? Beautiful Baku. And you all are here trying to get there. You all have a chance. And you are here representing the entirety of Europe, like we said, 28 countries, 4 regions. I will talk about the numbers a bit afterwards. But what I want to express first is to explain a bit of what is happening, is that you all competed, and before you arrived here, you competed at a multi-tier competition, and you started very early, right? Most of you probably competed on your university, then you went to the national competitions, then you ended up at European regionals, but before the European regionals, you were already winners because you reached that stage. Over 1,000, 2,000 teams participated. Then at the regionals, around 500 teams participated, right? And they removed my slide to show, which is fundamental to show. But in any ways, from these European regionals, we already have 12 universities that already qualified to the World Finals, mainly the 3 best from each regional. And then the first 13 from each of these regions reached the European Championships this year, and we have still 4 slots to give. So these 4 slots will go to the best 4 teams that are not yet qualified. You cannot get doubly qualified, I'm sorry, right? So you need to leave some space for the others. So all these 4 places are up for grabs, and so hopefully we will fight for them with more energy than you said yes. So we want to see some really accepted, so all of you like accepted during that. Okay? So what I would like to do now, and I apologize beforehand because I know for sure that I'm going to murder some of the university names. So I apologize for that. My accent is not too good for all of your names. So I will present the teams first from the Northwestern Europe region. And I would ask the teams that are present here, I know that some teams have some difficulties on the flights, that when I call your university name, if you could stand up so that you can get some applause and so that you can get on the streaming, okay? So I will do this alphabetically on the institution name, and I will not try to do the team names because there are team names whose name is an emoji. So there is no way I could spell it, right? So we'll start then with the Northwestern Europe region, and I would like the team from University to please get up and stand. Thank you. And the team from Chalmers University of Technology with the emoji team name. Thank you. And Delft University of Technology. And now, Astor Plattner Institute with the most creative photo. Thank you. And Karlsruhe Institute of Technology. and the Norwegian University of Science and Technology. Thank you. The RWTH Haken University. The Saarland University. The Technische Universität München. The Universitaire Utrecht. The University of Cambridge. The University of Oxford. The University of Tartu. And before I call Veronica, I just want to please ask one more time for all the teams from the Northwestern region to stand up so that we can applaud you once more and see where you are, okay? So all the teams from the Northwestern region, okay? Thank you. So with this, we are going to do some batches of teams, so all the other teams don't get worried, we'll call you when the time comes. But for now, I would like to ask Veronica, if you could please stand up in representation of the ICPC. I think most of you should know Veronica's face, so please welcome. You want me to change the slide for you? Okay.
Hello, everyone. How are you feeling today? How are you feeling today? Let's learn one new word in Portuguese language. How do you say good?
Bom.
Bom. So
Let's say something like força, força, go.
Força, yeah. So what is força?
I mean,
go.
They also know football, they also know Sul, right?
So now let's learn something local Portuguese, because I think for many of you it's the first time you're in Portugal. So let's say Sul, yes?
It's Cristiano
How
Ronaldo.
are you today? Let's try força.
Força.
How are you feeling today? Força! No, come on, we need to train. We will see the scoreboard at the award ceremony, so we need to get ready for that. When I say 3, you all say força, okay? 1, 2, 3, força! Okay, we have some work to be done, but anyway, I'm very happy to see all of you today. And first of all, I would like to thank the city of Porto and our host, the University of Porto, and of course all the team of volunteers who made this event possible, and for all of you who trained so hard to make it to this event. So let's give a big round of applause to everyone. Yes? So before we start with the formal part, I wanted to share a personal story with you, because when I joined the ICPC Foundation, the first official event that I organized as part of the ICPC Foundation was the World Finals in Porto. And what I just discovered this morning, walking in this beautiful city, and I encourage all of you to take some time and go for a walk and see the beauty of this place, it's that I haven't seen the city at all, you know? We were all focused on the World Finals. So I really want to make sure you take some time, you discover the city, but of course you focus on the contest. And also, since we were hosting the World Finals here in 2019, I think some of you have attended the World Finals, especially I'm addressing the coaches, so you may rediscover the city, but for all the new students, I think you will discover this beautiful city and have some kind of feeling of the World Finals, because we have the same host, the University of Porto. And actually, the reason why we organize this European Championship event is to make sure that more students, you know, that you have experience, and although not all of you will make it to Baku, to the upcoming World Finals, we wanted to have the best level of competition, and so that every European region can meet each other. So again, I would like to encourage you all to enjoy the city, but also to make friends and just talk to each other, because we have 4 European regions, and you can meet all of these regions together. So take this opportunity and make new friends. Okay, enough of the personal stories. I would like to start, my speech by, of course, thanking all the hosts, but of course, all the sponsors. And without all the companies supporting this event, it would not be possible. And please make sure to take your time to visit. We have a very beautiful career fair, and we have amazing teams from every company who is attending this event. And you can meet some of the former ICPC participants who were in your seats just a few years ago, and they're representing the companies. So make sure to find out what is so special about every company. And before you go, I just wanted to give a brief introduction about each company, and please don't be shy. Talk to them. They have plenty of very different opportunities that they would like to share with you, and it's very special for being here, for everyone. So I want to make sure you have a chance to discover this opportunity. So first of all, I would like to thank our global sponsor, Global 2 sponsor, which is JetBrains. Let's give a big round of applause to JetBrains. And probably most of you have some experience of JetBrains tools, but again, I would like you to encourage, and if you have not used these tools, by the way, they're available at the ICPC contests, and make sure that when you go back, JetBrains is offering free educational licenses, so you can have all the JetBrains tools available at your school and at your home while you are studying. So thank you, JetBrains, for offering these amazing tools and educational tools for ICPC community. And the next sponsor is Huawei. It's the ICPC Multi-Regional and World Finals Diamond sponsor. And thank you for being here. And Huawei is represented also at the career fair, and the head of the research of the Huawei Europe is also here. So take your time, talk to the team. And as many of you know, Huawei, it's a leading provider of the smart device, but actually it's not the core business. The core business is the information and communication technology. So they have a lot of very interesting topics and challenges for all of you, which may be available throughout the year through ICPC challenges powered by Huawei, and also if you join Huawei for an internship. And just today I've learned that here we have 25 European countries participating in the EUC, and Huawei has offices in 29 countries in Europe. So wherever you are, I'm sure you will find some interesting opportunities. So thank you for your support. Let's give a round of applause to Huawei for being our long-term sponsor. The next goes to Jane Street. It's the ICPC multi-regional sponsor. And actually, what's very interesting about Jane Street, thank you for your support. And there are many, many ICPC world finalists who are actually now working at Jane Street. So you may meet some of the friends and take this time and this opportunity to learn from them, not only about their Jane Street experience, which is of course a must, but also about their world finals experience and what helped them in their career. So maybe the next great idea for Jane Street team will come from you. So thank you, Jane Street, again for your support and being with us. And as many of you could see, we have a lot of fintech companies represented here every year at this event. So again, I would encourage you to go and meet every company and find out what's so different about them. For example, the next sponsor I would like to thank you, it's Jump Trading. And when I was, preparing for this talk, I've learned something super interesting about Jump Trading, that they have built their own largest supercomputer in the world to allow their team to test the most sophisticated ideas. I don't know whether it's true or not, so I encourage you to go and find out. But I was very curious about that fact, so thank you, Jump Trading, for supporting us. And we have two quite new companies. Probably some of you have met them already. They are our event sponsors, and I would like to give a big round of applause to Pinely and Vincent for being our event sponsors. So thank you for being with us. And something that is very interesting about these companies, again, I encourage you to go and talk and find it out by yourself, but these companies, they have been founded by the former ICPC participants and champions, or IMO and IMC participants and champions. So it means that you will meet a lot of like-minded people, although these companies are not that big, but you will meet a lot of very like-minded friends. And something special I wanted to mention about finally is that their main focus is to set the high frequency and ultra low latency trading. So if you're interested in trading, go and check it out. And something very interesting about Vincent, again, every time I go to the event, I try to learn something about every company, and I encourage you to do the same. But something very interesting about Vincent, and thank you for being here, Vincent team. It's quite a new company, founded in 2017, and they also value a competitive mindset and foster the culture of innovation in the company. So again, all the doors are open to you. Take this opportunity to make friends, of course, to compete and come to the World Finals, but also start building your professional network, because every company present here, they wish you all the best. They open all of their resources, and they are ready and willing to open the doors for you and answer any questions you may have with regards to the company itself, with regards to the internships or future job opportunities. So take this opportunity as well, and don't forget to have fun. I hope you will be enjoying this event. And again, thank you very much for the organizers of this event.
You want to call them now? I will call them. No. Thank you so much. So take the chance to get to know the sponsors outside on the booths. Okay? So I would now like to welcome to the stage Xiaowei Liu in the presentation of Huawei.
Good evening. Yeah, so very glad to be here. Porto is a very special city for us. Yeah, very beautiful. Why? Because in 2019 is the first time Huawei worked with ICPC actually in here for the World Final, ICPC World Final. So after 5 years, so we still continue this journey. And I'm on behalf of Huawei, it is both privilege and a joy to stand here at the second ICPC Europe Championship. Yeah. This contest is more than a test of competitive coding. It's a celebration of a human potential. Every line of code you write represents countless hours of dedication, creativity, and resilience. In this room, we see not just the programmers, but problem solvers who will shape the future of technology. Huawei is making sure that you can get enough support during your pursuit in science. For the past few years, we maintain at least $3 billion for the fundamental research each year, including investing to help enlarge the international contest community. We are not only supporting ICPC, IOI, IMO, IPHO, ICHO, and IMC, but also co-hosting challenges with our partners. As a matter of fact, we have co-hosted more than 15 ICPC challenges powered by Huawei since 2019. Also, Huawei has launched a contest which is committed to open real industrial problems to students globally since 2017, which is now called Tech Arena. Last year, we hosted 13 contests Tech Arena in Europe and across 10 countries, attracting more than 2,800 participants to help solve our problems from the real world, real industry. You are all welcomed to register and attend this Tech Arena. Please use this platform to learn, to solve more challenges, to meet your excellent peers, and develop upright, inborn traits that can bring benefits to your future career and to your surroundings. Let curiosity lead the way. The world needs your bold ideas now more than ever. Finally, I'd like to thank all organizers, judges, and volunteers. Thank you for creating a platform where excellence thrives. Thank you so much for your attention.
Thank you. So I would now like to welcome to the stage Andrei Ivanov, which is a familiar face also for many of you.
Hello, everyone. On behalf of JetBrains, I'm happy to welcome you to 2025 European Championship. I hope all of you approached here with not big problems, because there is some correlation between big ICPC events and some troubles happens in the world. And what I like is that this time the troubles is with very local scale. It is just a strike in Munich airport. So those of you who choose other directions to fly probably didn't notice it. But I spent the whole night to get here, because I had to get from Munich to Prague and then to fly from Prague to Amsterdam here. That shows how much do I like this kind of event. And I tried to visit all of the ICPC events, but the Europe Championship so far is my favorite one after the finals, because it's very interesting competition, and it always happens, well, all two of them happens in the most beautiful cities of Europe. It was the beautiful event in Prague, and I would like to thank once more organizers who are still here, and thank you very much. And Porto, it's the first time I'm here, and I love it very much too. It's also a very interesting competition because it has a lot of extra intrigue, because on the one hand, there is still the competition to win the medals, and you know, even the teams who are already in the finals, I'm sure they would like to win it, to win this Europe Championship as well. On the other hand, it is extra opportunity to get to the final, and it's probably one of the few competitions where even taking the 16th place, if I made my maths right, still gives you a lot of good things. And on the other hand, you have a chance for revenge. You can show that in the regional it was just a setback and win the European Championship. So a lot of intrigues. So I'm really excited and looking forward to the competition. And we have the whole team of JetBrainsers here who are as excited as I am. And I would encourage you to approach us and talk to us about a lot of things that are interested to us, not only about the internship or working for JetBrains or whatever, but also about technology, education, artificial intelligence, ICPC competition, all these things. We really like to talk to you. And I would like to wish all of you good luck, thank organizers once more for this beautiful event, and that's it. Good luck, guys.
Thank you. I would now like to call to the stage, representing Jane Street, Stefan Papa.
Hi, everyone. Wow, this is a big crowd. My name is Stefan. I'm a software engineer at Jane Street and a former World ICPC finalist. I'm very excited to be here. I'm also like a little bit nostalgic, to be honest. It's been a while since I've been in this atmosphere, and it's just like an amazing atmosphere. It's so great to see like this community again, and also just like so many very talented people in the same room as this competition is bringing all of us together. I'm also excited to see the balloons. I know how much all of you want them and how hard they are to get at this stage. So yeah, I would like to start by maybe congratulating all of you for the amazing achievement of getting to this European Championship. I know how much work it must have been to actually get here, and I think you all deserve a big round of applause for all of your hard work. Now, for those of you who are not very familiar with Jane Street, we are a trading company. We are what we call a market maker or liquidity provider. Now, those words might not mean too much to you. They certainly didn't mean that much to me before I joined. But roughly what this means is we are there when people want to trade and take the other side of the trade. So when people want to buy, we are there to sell to them, and vice versa. When they want to sell, we are there to buy from them. And we do this in many, many markets around the world. I think we trade across like over 200 trading venues across over 40 countries. We also do this across many asset classes and different kind of time horizons. Like we might have some trades that happen in like milliseconds, and maybe others that we work on for weeks and maybe materialize over like months or years. And as you can imagine, like with this kind of like diversity in trading, but also like the scale of the trading that we do, comes a lot of very interesting and unique and sometimes, frankly, very tough problems that we try to solve every day. And to be honest, I think that's like one of the main reasons why I'm excited to work at Jane Street. I'm still there like after 4.5 years. We also have a lot of former competitive programmers, like people who participated in IOI, like ICPC World finalists and medalists and even winners. And all of them kind of like share the same passion for problem solving that you probably do as well. So if you are excited about solving tough problems, and you probably are if you're here, you might consider a career at Jane Street at some point, because we do that kind of like every day in the trading markets. I would like to also thank the entire kind of ICPC world community, without whom this contest would not have been possible. There are too many people to name, but from like regional directors to like all the volunteers and all the guides and like team coaches and problem setters, and last but not least, all of the contestants that like have a lot of passion and dedication for competitive programming and have put in a lot of work to make all of this possible. I'm not going to keep you here for much longer, but if you want to chat with us further, or like solve some tricky puzzles, or do some math-themed crafts, just like meet us at our booth. And we always love to talk to you about problems and technology and like anything really. So yeah, come meet us. We also have a bit of a contest of guessing the number of keycaps in a jar. So if you want to participate in that, you can submit your guess, and there's a prize of a 100 euros voucher, Amazon voucher, that we're going to give tomorrow evening. So yeah, try to compete in that. And we're also going to organize a celebration dinner for all of you tomorrow evening at the Sheraton Hotel. So yeah, we look forward to seeing you there. Yep, this is all I had. Once again, the best of luck to all of you on Sunday, and to as many balloons as you can get.
Thank you. And for our last sponsor talk, I would like to call Annalise Phil from Jump Trading.
Oh my gosh, I feel so official behind this podium. But hi everyone, my name is Annalise and I'm on the recruiting team at Jump. I wanted to say a big thank you to our ICPC hosts for putting on such an awesome weekend in Porto and including us here in it. We're very, very excited to be here. There's a lot of familiar faces here in the crowd, but for those not so familiar with us, we're a prop trading firm that got our start in high frequency trading, but now we trade across a diverse array of assets and time frequencies. We've got a very entrepreneurial culture and invest very heavily into tech, such as microwave towers, the supercomputer that Veronica mentioned, fiber optic cables under the ocean, and customizable hardware chips. At Jump, we've got a ton of people in software and quant roles who come from competitive programming backgrounds like yourselves. We've even got some world finalists here at Jump today. If you're interested in learning more, we're going to be at our booth throughout the weekend. We'll be there to chat and hand out swag. And we're also giving out pastel donatas, so please come and grab some before I eat them all myself. But that's it for me. Good luck, everyone, this weekend.
Thank you. So before I continue, I would like to emphasize also Veronica's message on taking the chance to get to know all the people that are here, okay? So ICPC is a family. Its strength is precisely the persons that you meet. As a scientist, I work with graphs. I'm a network scientist, and so think of this as like there are so many new nodes in the room. Take the time to build the edges. You never know what you are going to looking for. And to give you an example, I have a former contestant that got his wife in a competitive programming competition, right? So he met the girl of his life at a programming competition. I have another one that met his now girlfriend who knows what's happening next. So you never know what you're going to looking for. And don't forget that even after you are not a contestant, you can continue connected to Alumni Foundation. There are many ways in which you can contribute. And so this is a strength. Feel it like a family. For us, coaches, organizers, it's a pleasure that every year we meet the same faces again. And we are in here because we like, even if there are strikes on the airports, we will go then. And of course, my wife will not like because I'm always abroad, but that's a good thing. That and the t-shirts, right? So let's continue. And I would like now to present the teams from Central Europe. As before, I will ask the teams to stand up when I call the university name. And let's start with the AGH, University of Science and Technology. And the Charles University. The Comenius University. The Oet-Vos-Laurent University. The Jagiellonian University in Krakow. The Masaryk University. The University of Latvia. The University of Ljubljana. The University of Vienna. The University of Warsaw. The University of Wrocław. The University of Zagreb. The Vienna University of Technology. And so before I call the next wonderful speaker, I would like, as before, that all the teams from Central Europe region, if you could stand up just one last time so that we can give you another round of applause. So all teams from Central Europe, please. Thank you. So now I would like to call to the stage Professor Luís Paulo Reis, which I met, interestingly, in a competitive event, but not related to programming. So we were competing against each other in a simulation, in that case on a kind of a maze competition. But Luís, like me and like all of you, is a very competitive person, is certainly going to talk about you some of the many good things that he did on the World Global Cup, okay? So Luís, the stage is yours. Thanks. I think they will need to change. No, they will. So I asked the media person, they are now changing.
So I will talk a little bit about the RoboCup World Championship. That is basically a World Championship for robotics soccer. And we participate for many years on this. In fact, I remember giving a talk about this
at work 2001, 24 years ago, so we participated for a long time on this. And today I will talk you about FC Portugal, that is our 3 world champion in RoboCup 3D humanoid soccer simulation. So this is the agenda for the talk, and basically we are now on the verge of the discovery of a new world with AI, in a world which AI no longer seems a tool, seems like a partner, together with whom we can solve very complex problems. We are also getting close to what is called strong artificial intelligence. An artificial intelligence that can really successfully perform any intellectual task that a human being also can. And in language, large language models showed us that really we are getting very close to this. This large language model can do almost anything, summarizing, getting ideas, translating, creating image from text, creating text from images. Powered by machine learning, and we work a lot on reinforcement learning, not on supervised learning. In reinforcement learning, basically, what you do is to get an agent into an environment, and then the agent observes the environment and selects an action with an action policy. That can be, basically the probability of selecting each of the actions. That may be random at the beginning, then it executes an action and gets rewards or penalties after some time, and then it updates its policy in a learning step, and it iterates over time to improve its performance. And there are thousands of algorithms. We have our own version of PPO algorithm that is probably the best algorithm around, but that we adapt for humanoid robotics soccers. Machine learning history, artificial intelligence began in the 50s, machine learning in the 80s, but now we have deep learning, and deep learning solves everything. All the problems that we use traditional methods throughout the years, now we solve them with deep learning since 2010, powered by the hardware that doubles capacity in 2 years, and by the huge amount of data that we created throughout the years in the internet, in our phones, in the social networks, and by software and machine learning frameworks. I remember the first time I worked in machine learning, I solved the problem together with the faculty of here at Porto in 1992, 1993. And during a whole year, I developed a system for applying neural networks to get the baseline of cardiotographic signals. A whole year programming in Turbo Pascal. Windows was just application for Windows, not the operating system. And now I can do that with 3 lines of code in Python. Just get this image to a data frame, then fit a neural network to the image, and give me all these graphs for it. And so now, even in programming, as you know, now we can tell the machine, instead of giving a complete detail, tell the machine to create a program with a very high-level algorithm. Just say what we want. And what happens is that really artificial intelligence is replacing, obviously, the bad professionals and mediocre professions and the medium professionals in journalism, in medicine, in teaching, also in programming. And some people say it's the end of programming. Okay, we don't know. Competitive programming is not for sure, because AI turns the best professionals, the very good professionals, even in better professionals, in excellent professors, professionals. And with the help of AI, we can surely program a lot faster, and there is nothing more cognitively challenging than competitive programming. Using generative AI that can create this huge amount of information, videos, audio, text, it now can even create behaviors and actions that solve very complex problems. And the competition is booming with ChatGPT, Gemini. Now we have Grok, we have now the Chinese models, like for example, Qwen. And the evolution is huge, really. If you think about what GPT 3.5 did 2 years ago, and now what OpenAI O1 model does, the difference is huge. The models were not multimodal, they don't have reasoning capabilities, limited contextual understanding, but now they are multimodal with images, even videos. And really, they have advanced reasoning capabilities, contextual understanding, API access. And if you compare Google Bird, the first model from Google, with Gemini Flash, the difference is absolutely huge. And even the methods by which we reason and solve problems are now completely different. I, for example, use a lot more Portuguese because I speak well English but I speak a lot better Portuguese. And I can, together with AI, get good queries in Portuguese, get texts in Portuguese, ideas in Portuguese, translate them, even paraphrase them to get with Quillbot, for example, or do this only with an AI model, and then get a final text, a final idea, and iterate over time. And this seems to be the new method of working. That is, instead of doing things from scratch, do things together with AI. And technology is unstoppable. If you think what happened with the mobile phone, for example, it took the jobs from all those guys. And not only that, but it changed completely the methods by which we solve problems. And AI is changing the methods by we can now even program by simply talking with a computer. We can solve problems in lots of different ways without using the keyboard, without using the mouse. And in the future, probably we will use robots for most of the things. And now we have these small language models, embedded language models that you can embed in our computer. For example, such as Llama, or the best model in Europe that is Mistral, or the lightweight model from Gemini, Gemma. And now new models from China, for example, DeepSeek. DeepSeek uses a series of strategies by emphasize the use of deep reinforcement learning at the end, but without human supervision, without human feedback, in a way that the systems can learn almost by themselves. And excellent models, and now the models are evolving by what, for example, Qwen from Alibaba is probably the best Chinese model at the moment, and the systems are evolved by what are agents together with the models. Grook just appeared, now is supposedly the best model. I doubt a lot about these results from XAI. And there is a chatbot arena that compares the best AIs. What is funny about it is in the top 13, you have 8 American models and you have 5 Chinese models from 4 different companies, which is really amazing, the competition and the number of American and Chinese companies that are developing top models. And we can adapt these models for almost anything. Using, for example, RAGs, Retrieval Augmented Generation, you can get the model, instead of just answering to simple questions, the model to get contextual data from a large vector database and really be able to talk about this subject in a lot more informed way, which enables us to create really very complex systems. And this is evolving in such a way that these small language models, for example, enable now a complete enterprise AI adoption, because really they are open source, we can install them, we can adapt them from our business, we can adapt them to do more or less whatever we want. And I would like to emphasize the last part, that now these large language models are going physically for machines and for robots. And this year we are going to see this in lots of ways. Mostly with which is called AI agents, or it starts by being AutoGPT, but now what is called AI agents or agentic AI. What is this? Basically agents that, not AI that do not respond to a simple prompt, but has a long-term task. An AI that can solve in an autonomous way, even learning to, for example, organize a conference, or organize a wedding, organize a trip with everything, making decisions for us, together with us. And this agentic AI now, every tool has tools for creating this kind of agents. And they are getting more developed and more developed. And together with the use of deep reinforcement learning, we can really create these AI very advanced models and then adapt them with deep reinforcement learning to learn on our environment. And these models now can be really embedded in robots. And this year appeared what is called large behavioral models. Large behavioral models are models that that instead of guessing the next word, like large language models, they guess the next behavior or the next action. And they can be used for robotics or for things. They rely on the transformer architecture, multimodal learning, and reinforcement learning to create models that do almost anything. And the interesting thing is that this already works quite nicely. That is, models trained for a large number of robots and for more than 100,000 tasks, using this, can now outperform models that were trained for a single robot for a simple task through many years. And in the future, we also have teams of robots. That is, instead of just having one agent that solves a problem, we'll have a team of agents that have to coordinate. That is, and teams of agents together with people that have to coordinate through coordination multi-agent systems. And we now have very powerful robots. These are already somewhat old, but we have robots that can dance like people, that can mimic human faces, that can just run and play with children, that even are hired instead of being bought by companies. And this kind of robots enables amazing robotic games and competitions. We have a huge, huge number of robotic competitions all around the world, competitive programming, but together with hardware in physical scenarios. Competitions that deal with robotic soccer, competitions for sailing boats, battle boats, competitions for driving cars, a huge, huge amount of different competitions. As you know, competitions have several benefits. They really are a research inspiration. One of the things I like most in competitions for robotics is that we have a hard deadline for creating a fully functional system, which is amazing because you really have to click on the button and all the team of robots must perform. Competitions also have lots of dangers, like obsession with winning, and mostly the invalid evaluation conclusions. In what concerns competitions with robots, many times the winner had luck. We have to really do a large amount of experiments to see really what is the best approach. We participate, as I say, in RoboCup. RoboCup is a very large initiative that aims to bring together artificial intelligence robotics and create a team that may outperform the human champion of soccer. Lots of leagues, since not only soccer, industrial at home, rescue league, in which robots try to find people and rescue people, and several leagues of robotic soccer. In what concerns the leagues for robotic soccer, we have from medium robots, small robots, humanoid robots of several types, a very, very large number of leagues and different robots, but at the end, it's all making a team to play soccer. Distinct but interrelated groups, we try to apply the same code to most of our teams and most of our robots. We participate, as I told you, since 2000 in RoboCup. RoboCup started in 1997. In the last year, mostly in the Simulation 3D League, where we have lots of recent awards. We are now tri-champions of the world on this league. Why participate on this league? Because it's really a very funny league. You have simulated robots that are simulated now robots that play, humanoid robots that play 11 against 11, and this poses a really interesting number of challenges. We use mostly deep reinforcement learning and basically policy optimization methods, and this is now completely a league about deep reinforcement learning. It's impossible to create skills by hand. It's impossible to use classic methods for controlling robots, so we have to use deep reinforcement learning and really exceed in this kind of methods. This is our robotic agent architecture. Robots must do from localizing to do different skills, but let me show some videos about some of the things we did with deep reinforcement learning. One of the most interesting things is that for many years, teams tried to put the robot walking as fast as they can. And at a given point, our deep reinforcement learning algorithms discovered that that robot could run. And our robot just started to run. At the beginning, I thought this was impossible, but it's not. And the same robot, the robots are equal on both sides. The same robot, our robots can run, and the others can just walk slowly. Deep reinforcement learning is amazing, the kind of solutions we can extract from deep reinforcement learning. And then we try to learn how to run and kick. So at the end of the running, the robot does a kick behavior. And it can run and then kick the ball, which is quite nice. We try to learn how to dribble also. The idea was, instead of doing like Google DeepMind, for example, with their supercomputers in which they do brute force deep reinforcement learning, a base skill, in this case, a walk-in-place skill, and only learn the residuals. That is the slight difference on the movement that makes the robot, for example, walk in front, rotate, or run. And with this, we could learn, this is in slow motion, we could learn this dribbling skill that was optimized for one side, keep the ball completely controlled by the robot, but then be able to maneuver and walk as fast as he can. And this resulted on this. This is our robot, now it got the ball, against the previous world champion team from the University of Texas, Austin, in the US. And what happens is that our robot can just dribble 97% of the time the whole opponent team, which is amazing. It's really funny. Obviously, what happened, in the next year, I belong to the technical committee, I tried to forbid the dribble. Okay, just use the dribble, but for a short time. But what happened? Just 2 weeks before the competition, after the rules were approved, the other guys from the technical committee said, no, this is not dribbling. We just said we could use dribble, but this is ball holding because the ball is below the robot. So you cannot use it at any situation. Okay? If I cannot have the ball there, I will dribble the ball with the ball in front of the robot. And just we got this solution, dribble retrain. We have a very fast method, about more than 100 times the speed of the method from Google DeepMind. And so we just retrain the dribble. It's not so good as the previous one. And the robot takes the ball, but now in front of the robot. And it can dribble the opponents in the same way as before, slightly slower, but it can score the same. It is quite funny because in just 2 weeks we could get this dribbling skill, which was amazing. If you are interested, we have a very nice Python coded release with all the skills, localization, communication, pathfinding, with a gymnasium for you to train deep reinforcement learning skills, and interactive demonstration, lots of tests. Just check out our code release. And conclusions, we are really in the discovery of a new world with AI. Strong impact in everything. We'll have this year this new AI and generative AI and large behavioral model powered robots, which will be amazing, with deep reinforcement learning for the robots to improve in the real world. We have the usual success in this kind of competitions, and we now have this very nice Python code release. So you are competitive programmers, so try it out and participate in RoboCup. Okay? I hope you have enjoyed it.
Thank you so much, Luis. So one of the troubles of RoboCup is that they're trying to go against a human team in 2050, but we need to find the humans that want to play against the robots because it might be hard to get them. And while we are doing this, because I know you are a competitive programmer, I'm going to ask you a question. Have you already counted the number of balloons on the cup? Are you already trying to discover how many problems will you have on Sunday? Is this the correct number? I also don't know, so who knows? But as a contestant, I for sure know that I would be trying to count it. So we'll now continue with what we are doing, and we'll now be moving to the teams from Southwestern Europe, so it includes the host country. And again, as I call your name, please do stand up, and hopefully the names will be more friendly to my accent, but who knows. So I will now the École Normale Supérieure de Paris, and their mascot. Focus on the mascot, obviously. The École Polytechnique. That's not beer, right? That's juice. The École Polytechnique Fédérale de Lausanne. The INIS d'Informatique et des Mathématiques Appliquées Grenoble. The ETH Zurich. La Scuola Normale Superiore. La Scuola Superiore di Studi Universitari e Perfezionamento Sant'Anna. This is not the largest name. We'll have another team with a bigger name. The Technion Israel Institute of Technology. The Tel Aviv University. A Universidade do Porto. Università degli Studi di Milano. Università di Pisa. Università Politecnica de Catalunya. Université Paris-Saclay. And before I call our next cultural events, I would like again to ask the SWORC teams to please stand up for one final round of applause. So the SWORC teams, Southwestern teams, who are very shy. Thank you. And so now we'll have the cultural event with a music ensemble from students, very typical, and they are now entering the stage.
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to try again. Good evening, everyone. Thank you. Just to give some context, we are FEP's masculine tuna. To explain more or less, we are a group of students that love to enjoy the academic life and play a lot of Portuguese traditional music. We played one of our originals, Segredos e Memórias, translating Secrets and Memories, and right now we're going to play Madalena. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I really hope you are enjoying our show and this Madalena, this perfect Madalena. So, as my colleague said, we are Tuna Academic da Faculdade de Economia do Porto, and we have been told that there's so many people from so many universities and countries. So we have been preparing massively for this performance, and I hope you are enjoying it as well. But we have one more song for you, which is a very special song to us because it's one of our originals as well. And it is Falar do Coração. Stay with us, Falar do Coração, which means speaking from the heart. Thank you.
Economia é o que está lá, somos malta fixe e muito vida. E são muitos a querer viver assim, mas como nós ninguém goza a vida. Economia é o que está lá, somos malta fixe e muito vida. E são muitos a querer viver assim, mas como nós ninguém goza a vida. Quando se fala muito em cavalice, não há por onde errar. Sai o saltástico, pois o enganar, a economia teve de lá estar. Como nós não pode haver ninguém, que por sua tanta energia, nunca mais aqui quando o país está muito lindo, mas com alegria. Economia é o que está lá, todos malucos. E muito cultura, e são muito a querer viver assim, como nós ninguém goza a vida. Economia é o que está lá, todos malucos. E muito cultura, e são muito a querer viver assim, mas como nós ninguém goza a vida. Se um dia alguém te perguntar a vida que tu tens levado, o mais certo é ter olha para ter muito chumado, e se depois voltarem a existir, trabalhar e estar casado, tudo lá tem muito por dizer, mas eu ganho como ao caralho. Economia é o que está mais, sou maldito, e muito vida, são muito a querer, como nós
Thank you so much, Stafep. So it's going to be hard for me to match the energy. I will not jump around the stage now, okay? So just one more fact of curiosity for you. I don't know if you have any fans of Harry Potter in here, but it is said that J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter books, stayed in Porto and was inspired by the typical that you saw, the clothes, the academic clothes, when designing the clothes for Harry Potter. Anyways, we'll now continue. And we'll move to the last region that we have in here, so last but not the least. And so I will call the teams from Southeastern Europe right now. So in alphabetical order, the Alexandru Ion Cuza Universitate of Lazi. Now, the name, the Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering from the University of St. Cyril's and Macedonia. Kharkiv National University of Radio Electronics. The Middle East Technical University. The Neapolis University Paphos. The Polytechnic University of Bucharest. The Sofia University. The Taras Shevchenko National University of Kyiv. The Union University Faculty of Computer Science. University of Belgrade. The University Bucharest. The University of Novi Sad. The Uzhgorod National University. And before I call our final speaker, I would like to all the teams from the Southeastern Europe to stand up for one last round of applause. Thank you. So now I have the pleasure of having on stage the director of Made Everything Possible, and my friend, Fernando.
Hello, everyone. I'm very happy to welcome you here. You are among the top 10% teams in Europe that made it to this championship. This is quite selective. It just shows how good you are to reach this stage. Okay, so I wish you all the best. The reason I'm here is because organizing such an event is quite a task, and there are many people behind it, and so I would like to thank some of the people that made this possible. And I would like to start with the judges. We have quite an international team of judges that had made an effort to make a good problem set for you, a challenging one, but I hope you will like it. So please, the judges could you stand up? Thank you. So this, Federico, so we have 7 of our judges here, and I'm sure you will appreciate their work tomorrow and after tomorrow. Okay. The second group I want to thank is the ICPC community in terms of the foundation, special Veronica Soboleva, and Thomas Cerny is on the way. He couldn't get here, but of course we are here because we have this support of the ICPC Foundation that made this possible as well. Okay. Thank you. So I would also like to thank the steering committee that is mentioned there. Some of them are also regional directors, and also the regional co-directors from SWERC and NUERC that are here with us as well. So please, a round of appreciation to them. We will have ICPC Live and also commentators of the streaming. So we will see what you are doing, and someone will be commenting, hopefully with the judges as well, on your progress. So this is going to be streamed as well. But other people that are also responsible for the audio, video, photograph. So please go and. Of course, we also have the Don't Judge team here, and people that have worked on systems, networks, and the image, and Alexandre that. Was in the middle working with both. So thank you, Alexandre, for this. And please, let's thank them as well. In the local organization, there are quite a few people that I would like to mention because there are quite a bit of work to do, from art design, balloons, hotels, logistics, printing. Some of you have contacted with them already, so thank you for all the help and appreciation. last but not least, our volunteers. Most of them are students, but not all of them. Thank you very much, because they will be very helpful to us. Thank you. Just to conclude, I'm thankful, of course, to my university, FEP, who is here and made this possible in this building and with these conditions. So thank you, Paulo, for all your support, and also from my school, School of Sciences. We are also thankful to the municipality of Porto. They offered our dinner that is just in a few minutes, their courtesy, and they are also outside. Thank you very much for partnering with us. So I hope you enjoyed the city. And last but not least, our sponsors, because this is possible because of you. Thank you very much for all your support through ICPC. I hope you continue for the coming years. Thank you. So this, I want to be brief. I want to be brief. So I hope you can enjoy the city, okay? But I only have a few messages at the end. So we have a welcome dinner just above. So when you leave the room, please go to the end of the corridor, up the stairs, and then to the catering area. Okay. We also have. Yeah. So let me just say something for the teams. We expect you to come tomorrow for the practice session, of course, for you to bring the notebooks. You can use the notebooks in the practical session, leave them there, leave them pens that you bring or your own if you want. Don't take, because you are not allowed to bring anything on Sunday, okay? For tomorrow is not compulsory the t-shirts, although we would like you to dress in t-shirts so that we can take pictures of you, so to have them also later on at the closing ceremony. I'm not sure, I think that's all, so I want to make it brief. Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoy. All the success for Sunday. It's the tough part, and all the best to all of you. And thank you once again, our sponsors, Huawei, JetBrains, John Trading, Jane Street, Pinely, and Vincent. Thank you very much for all the best. Thank you. This is what you are looking for. I hope you can succeed. So can you help me? Yeah. Let's see if this works. Someone said I could pull, but not sure.
I think we need scissors.
No.
No? Will it work? E alguém vai apanhar? Vamos fazer aí.
It was supposed to be simpler. Okay. The championship started, okay? Thank you. So, let's go for dinner now. Thank you very much.
Sim.
Ok. Pronto, estamos.
Deixa-me só desligar aqui. Mas estamos nas 2 horas que estava.